Good evening and welcome to BizNews. I'm Elizabeth Lee together with Tony Lopez. Tonight we're going to talk about real estate and investment with our guest, the President and CEO of the beautiful CDC Holdings, Elsie Chua. Thank you for being on our show, Elsie. How are you?
Thank you for having me, and thank you for that introduction.
How is it? CDC Holdings is actually doing a lot of vertical.
Yeah, what does CDC mean?
CDC means the initials of my daughters. Yes.
Your
and
daughters.
this is our investment arms in property business.
Yes.
Other than our manufacturing base, which is Mellawares.
Yes. But let's
Melaware sa yun, plastic na ano.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about CDC Holdings, because right now the real estate property industry is actually quite hot. And you launched or pre-launched one vertical building recently. Which is that? In Ortigas.
Recently, soon to open actually, but I opened it to my friends first. That's Citadines Millennium Ortigas. This is another partnership with Ascot Limited. Because the first venture we had...
That's the one on Ortigas?
On Ortigas.
Yeah.
The first venture we had was 17 years ago. That's under Somerset Millennium.
Somerset in Makati. Yeah.
Due to the success of that,
Ganda ng pangalan, Somerset. And this one is Ascot.
Yes.
They're a Singaporean branch.
Yes, I was the first partner in the Philippines when the present president of Capital Land Singapore came to see me, encouraged me around 17 years ago.
17
Come, let's
years
be
ago.
partner. Yeah.
You are still a teenager.
Beth was still a young girl in school grade.
So you started, you actually had this partnership with Ascot for 17
years.
17 years.
Yes.
What buildings did you actually put together? And you turned it over
That's
to
the
Ascot?
first one.
Somerset.
That's Somerset.
Somerset.
Samban
Millennium.
Somerset.
That's in Greenbelt.
Greenbelt.
At the time, there's no Greenbelt.
Yeah.
But
That's how many stories and how many rooms?
That's around 32 story. It's 188 rooms. 138 rooms.
Residential and hotel.
Yes.
Yeah. So the partnership with Ascot, can you explain that a little bit? It's not that you're going to be building. You build and you turn it over to Ascot because Ascot does what?
Actually, I'm not representing Ascot. He's my partner. They're the largest in, I think, in the whole world globally, with that brand of Ascot, Somerset, and Citadines. So when they first came, they're not known in the Philippines. So they're looking for a local partner to help them set up. So fortunately, I was the one. Mr. Lee Mingyan approached me.
How did they locate you?
I was referred by someone working in the ADB, Asian Development Bank. They're looking for someone that can help them. So when they approached me, I said, I cannot match the power of your company because it's Capital Land. So I said, I'm just the ant and you're the elephant. So they told me, no, we don't need your money. What we need is your effort to help us build their service apartment in the Philippines. So finally I agreed, and that's the beginning of partnership. And now they're already in 7 properties.
With you as partner?
No, they're managing it, but I am with them for 2 properties. And they're expanding for more 6 properties. And I think I have another 5 properties with them. Soon.
Soon.
Ascot,
It started already.
The Ascot project on Ortigas, how do you describe it?
The Ascot, the Citadines Millennium Ortigas is a 32-story. It's around 300 rooms. And it's
300-room hotel?
300 rooms, service residence. Yeah. We call it service residence, but it has the service of the hotel. And what we are doing right now is, this is different from the 3 brand. Ascot is for 6-star, Somerset is the family, but Citadines is for the vibrant living. This is for the millennials.
Yeah.
Since, why? Because Ortigas is the call center city where it started. And we're trying to tap expats that are focused in Ortigas, especially now because of the traffic.
How large are the rooms?
Rooms average is around 41 square meter.
Ilan?
41 square meter.
41.
They average 40. What's the largest?
The largest is around, it's a 3-bedroom, around 120.
120.
It's like a home.
An investor buys a unit, a condo unit, no?
No, what we did, we keep around 60% out of the 20 floors. And then this is the first time in the Philippines, because you cannot buy an investment with the Ascot brand. It's only here in Citadines, Philippines. I talked to Capital Land boss and I encourage him because of the experience we have in the first project, Somerset, where we have small player individually who invested with me and they're happy and they want to follow me in this new investment. So I offered around 6 floors only to the investors. So when you own a unit, it means to say you are a partner. So of all the total floors, which is 20 floors, so the income is put. Your unit, whether you are occupied or not, whatever revenue we have, the net income we divide according to your share.
It's like buying an equity
You
participation in
you
that
don't
whole
live
thing.
in the unit? You are a buyer?
We have 2 sets of concept here. One, it's in a service apartment, service residence. You cannot live there.
You
And so
cannot live.
you just invest. But we are giving you the benefits of staying there for 5 days in a year for free. And having an honors rate, you will have a card when you travel with all the Ascot chain. But we have the resident concept on the higher floor, which is around 6 floors addition, because this is 32 floors. Here we have 2 lobby entrance, we have 2 swimming pool, we have separate 2 residence lounge, we have separate entrances and exit, so that for the resident who will buy from us, they will have their exclusivity and privacy, but still enjoy the management of Ascot.
So you can live in the unit
Yes, upstairs.
upstairs.
So you have
And
more
that's the 120
flexibility.
square meters.
You can live there, you can stay there, or if you don't want and consider this as an investment, we can, because we have our leasing department, can lease it for long term for you. And all you have to do is pay your association dues, and that's
So
it.
you
We'll
can be
take care
an
of it.
investor. You can be an investor, buy the
Yes.
unit and just be time sharing. You
No.
can be an investor.
It's not time sharing. You own the title, and somebody professional team will manage it for you, which is Ascot, and we will also manage for those in the residential. Will manage to lease it, but in the hotel,
Yes.
it's Ascot will manage it, and they will give your income every month. Before every 15 days, you will see your rental income.
So are there still slots available for those who actually want to invest?
Actually, we already sold almost 85%, so there's still 15% left. We're not really pressured now to sell because it's already up and soon to open by
Yes.
May. And now we're
The 300
attracting,
rooms will open.
yes, and right now we're attracting good tenants. Very good.
So far, how is the booking?
Very good. Initially, we got offered 100 rooms already. That's
For
why
the hotel?
100
Yes,
rooms, huh?
that's why I am really need to open it.
And these are from what companies?
How much
What
the
types?
average room rate?
Are expats.
Are
Believe
expats.
it or not, these are expats.
A long-term stay yan?
This
visiting?
one, they book for 6 months. So what we can do, we can, this is more flexible. We can lease it for a day, daily, or weekly, or month, or long term, like 6 to 12 months.
How much is the average rate?
Average rate, it's around, we're positioning at 4,500
Per
Per
night?
night.
per night.
Wow, that's pretty good. What's your projected return on ROI if you were to invest in one of those as equity?
There is a difference between a hotel and a service residence and rental apartment. There are 3 components.
Okay.
The rental apartment, usually it takes more than, depends on you. Like in my other projects, like River Green or River City, the rental is 10 to 12 to 15% because of it's affordable and it depends on who's managing it. So we make sure we manage it properly so that we attract good tenants.
Yung Ascot sa Makati, sa'yo yun?
Hindi.
Kay
It's
Ayala?
owned by Capital Land. And it's owned by, it's owned by Ayala lease it for long-term lease with Capital Land. Ascot Limited is a member of Capital Land. And now they extended it, I think, and they renovated it as brand new.
Yes.
So they're doing a good business as well.
All right, we're going to cut to a short break. You're watching BizNews. We'll be right back. We're going to continue this.
Elsie, this is a new concept, yung service apartments. Is there a market
trending?
for it?
We introduced this concept year 2000 when I signed a contract with Ascot. It's designed, the difference between that and the hotel, it doesn't have the restaurant, F&B. What we have is
Walang
only function
restaurant.
room. So,
So walang daga. Walang
Function
daga
rooms.
pag walang restaurant, di ba?
restaurant, hindi, mga katulad sa Shangri-La, mga club, mga ganon.
Yeah.
But we have function
Yeah,
rooms
function rooms.
and resident lounge, but we have fully fitted gym.
Function rooms, I can have board meetings and
Yes.
conferences.
Yes,
Okay.
complete. Because the
Eh,
position
kung
is
wala
for
restaurant,
businessmen,
paano
travelers.
catering? Paano catering?
Catering, it can be done in the function room. But we have accredited caterers.
I can call on Shangri-La to provide the food.
I know, of course
Ano?
not. So what we did in Citadines, we have the commercial floors. We have 2 restaurants now. It's Aburi, a famous restaurant now in
Ang pangalan?
Aburi. Aburi, the Japanese restaurant. And Cafe Relis. They're doing
So
their
you can ask them to do the catering,
Catering
for you.
It's a coffee shop.
yes,
Italian,
they're doing international cuisine. Yeah,
Because your target market actually are the business.
yes. So we don't have ballroom.
So there's a
Yeah.
strong demand for investors, from
Yes.
investors,
Yes, you'll
for
believe
service
it.
apartments.
Yes, believe it or not, we have a lot.
How much income can they make?
The
20%
return,
a year?
the one in Somerset, net of all, the good thing is this, you don't worry about who will pay for association dues. It's already the management will pay for all your expenses.
Even for
You-
the residential?
No,
Ano?
no, only for service. So
Service.
the point, you will only pay for the property tax, which is once in a year. So there are a lot of expats or foreign, even OFW who are earning good money, have to invest because this is hassle-free. You don't have to worry about who will lease, who will take care of it, the maintenance. This is more important when you're
Kasi
doing
kung
the
nasa
investment.
abroad ka, magde-deteriorate yung unit mo. eh, no?
Correct. That's why with this, importante yung maintenance. And the most important, you have to have an international brand, good management.
Saka kung nasa abroad ka, walang mapipilitan ka tell your relative to stay for a while.
Makikiusap
Kaso
ka
they feel at home.
Makikiusap ka pa.
Oo.
And then pag nagtumira na sila doon, may rapat ka
They
pa
feel at home nga. That's why they feel at home. Ayaw lumayas.
Ayun.
Yeah, that's another problem.
But with professional management,
Ascot, one of the
like
largest
Ascot,
hotel chains in the world.
the world, with them on board, you can sleep, you can be assured. The rate of return for us, in based on my experience, in the first project we had together, I'm enjoying 12 to 13%.
Well, return very good.
Ah, it's
Better
very
than
good.
stock market.
Yes.
Because stock market is doing only 6%. No?
Yes. But here, Citadines, of course, when you're starting it, it's around 6 to 7, between 6 to 8%. But I think averagely you will enjoy 10%. But the bonus is around 12, 13.
At the same time, the value of your property
Goes
appreciates.
up.
Yes.
Yeah. And that is
when-
most of the gains will come from. No?
So you make money on 2 things here. Other than your regular cash flow, which you will recover in 10 years, is the value of the property. I can assure you, now we're selling really this price only. When we operate in 12 months, I can assure you, boom, the price will go more than
Saka yung
30%.
property, its location and name. Diba? Still the name.
But other than that, it's the kind of the concept of the development. This is a greening architectural. So
greening.
means to say, we did all our specification according to the requirement of BCA, which is the Singapore government to approve your green.
So is it under LEED or?
Yes, but
it
there's
is?
the brand name BCA.
So it's similar
So
to
LEED is in America.
Yes.
This one is in Singapore.
I see.
So
it's a
we-
green building.
green building. So even though you're in the 4th floor, you will not hear the noise of the cars because you're in. Yes, it's so quiet.
Baka hindi nakabukas ang bintana.
Hindi.
May ventilation, natural oxygen.
Yeah. It's so quiet because we put double glaze and then all natural ventilation, the lights, high ceiling, everything they required. You have to follow, even the plumbing features. And good thing about this, if there's storm, a typhoon,
Yes.
it's 100% backup. So if you have a house, you can have this halfway.
Yeah.
During brownout, you can stay in this apartment. It's 100% backup.
Wow.
Saka many of your units are facing the east, no?
Yes.
The Marikina
Chinese
Valley, and
feng
you
shui.
enjoy the sun, and you enjoy the sunrise.
Chinese feng shui. Actually, the one who designed this, who designed the concept, used to be Mr. Rocco Yim of Hong Kong, who did the concept for Hong Kong Airport. Locally, my architect is RMDA. But the good thing that the one who designs are the Almario sisters, Miss Ivy and Sin. So that's why you can see it's very light, the design, modern. It's like Japanese,
Very modern,
very clean line. And it's good to stay there, sleep well. That's our attraction. You can sleep well because it's quiet, serene.
Bali
nice
bawal
sound.
aso dyan, no?
Bawal.
Bawal aso.
Sorry
You
about
can't
that.
bring your pets.
But can you bring plants, no?
Of course. You can.
Malaking issue kasi yan sa mga condominium, mga plants, aso, ganyan.
Plants, probably, you can. But
Sa corridor, bawal yata maglagay ng plants.
You have
no?
to protect your pet siguro or something. But that can be discussed. Sometimes kasi there are travelers, especially I met you,
Yeah.
they really, especially in Japan.
Just like their kids.
Yes,
Yeah,
in
pets are
Japan.
their
But since
Maybe-
you said you have 5 other projects, where are these?
My other projects, River Green, I'm so proud of it. It's a mixed-use development, 30-story.
How do you call that project?
That is River Green because I
Di
don't
ano,
know
River?
River Green
Ah, River
project
Green.
residences because it's
Sa may Pasig ba yan o
coincidental.
sa Marikina?
Pasig River
Ah,
in
Pasig.
Manila.
Oo.
It's so coincidental. I always build my condominium projects around the Pasig River. Yeah, that's why we always have the river thing. The one beside that, that's ahead of it is Manila River City. It's a 1.5 hectare of property. We built 9 buildings.
9
check.
buildings?
9 buildings
Yeah.
in 1.5 hectares?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, it's
9
already
buildings in
completed.
15,000 square meters.
Yes, it's already
Di bali
completed.
to 2,000 square meters per
Per
building.
tower.
Yeah.
But I have the concept of big pool, big clubhouse. You know, most of those who bought from us, you will be surprised. These are OFWs,
Yeah.
working class in Manila, because it's so close to Makati. And this is
Close to
where we
Makati,
yes, it's only 30 minutes from Buendia,
yeah.
and this is where we introduce
Through
like
Malugay,
the
through
lease to
Malugay.
own concept.
Lease to
Lease to
own.
own. Instead of your children staying in a dormitory,
Rent.
bed space,
Yeah.
3,500 to 4,000 per month.
Sa'yo?
Now,
Yeah.
the dormitory, they're charging 3,500,
5,000 LC?
5,000 na.
Yeah,
Oh, you see? When I started with River City, my monthly amortization is only 5,000 to 6,000. And they were,
And you own it already. You're
Yes,
to
and
own
And
it.
how many years?
and then we were able to finance through our tie-up with Pag-ibig and other banks. Their monthly amortization is around 6,000 to 7,000. You know how much they were able to lease out? The
10,000.
concept is, if it's 1 bedroom, they can get a dorm.
1 bedroom of 22 square meters?
No, it's 30 square meter.
Ang laki.
Oh, that's big.
Laki,
30 square meter. So
Pwede
what?
split sa 2 bedroom.
Yeah.
Yes. So they sublease to a dorm. They get around 4 to, as you
Then
said,
you buy a bunk bed, you
6,000.
multiply it.
Correct. Times 2, you get
So you
12,000.
double your...
Oh, yeah.
So with that 12,000, you already paid your monthly amortization.
That's
May
right.
pera ka pa. Oh.
May pera ka pa. So this is the concept of what I'm doing. So during my trip abroad, especially Middle East, I met everyone. I make sure I know my buyers. This is our strength, and I teach them how to become a millionaire, as JJ said. To become a millionaire, you have to own a property, and to become an entrepreneur, you need an asset. Because this is how I encourage them, for them to become entrepreneur. Because their stay there is short term. Maximum, you stay there
Yes,
20
and when they
years.
come home, they have no asset.
And they don't have,
Or
to,
savings, even
sabi mo,
savings.
the value becomes 10 times after 10 years. Diba?
yeah, when I started selling the properties around 750,000, the River City. Now you know how much? It's 1.6.
Double na kagad.
Double in 3 years.
In 3 years.
Because of the demand.
30% ang ba, no?
More
an
than.
increase.
That's why I can say it's a more than.
So that's 9, did you say 9
Nine,
buildings?
9 towers.
9
buildings.
towers, and then
How many stories high?
Yeah.
That's around average. First phase
12.
12, but the second phase 20. Because I remove one tower, because I'm also eco-friendly person. I remove one tower to give more space, more
For
common space.
greenery,
Yes.
for
May tanaw
open
ba
space.
Rizal
Open
Park yan?
space.
Natatanaw ba Rizal Park de?
Malayo.
Malayo sa Pasig. Saan yan sa Pasig River?
This is near Santa Ana, Manila.
Santa Ana.
I was the
But that
first.
will be a boom area because of the Circuit
circuit.
City.
Circuit City.
Yeah.
I was around 10 minutes away from Circuit City.
Oh, wow.
But with the price of how much? 11 to 12,000 per month.
Wow, so a bargain.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to cut to a short break. You're watching BizNews. We will continue this discussion. We'll be right back. Welcome back. So Elsie, why are you doing verticals as opposed to horizontal properties?
First, I think it's more of the time because of the road now, the traffic. Ordinary employees used to travel 2-3 hours.
One way, ah?
One way,
Yeah.
and then coming back 3 hours. So I encourage my staff right now to have a dorm to stay nearby the work. So the reason why we put up more verticals, we notice the demand because of the working class and the school. They need to live nearby because of the travel problem, the time consuming. At least kung you are near their place, your work or the school, you have more time to study and be more relaxed.
Yeah.
And
You
you
don't
can
waste
still
your time in
enjoy
commuting.
with your family.
Yes.
Spend time with your family. That's why, and also the cost of transport is already that costly. Siguro aabutin ka ng around 4,000 pesos per month. Then ihulog mo na lang sa bahay.
It's about
Yeah.
20% of your income, ang
Yes.
transportation.
Yes, the
If you can
cost-
find it,
Yes.
Nakakainis. Wala ka nang siguradong makasasakyan. Naghihintay ka pa, tapos ang mahal.
And then costly. Kaya I think we encourage now to put vertical, and the cost of the land now is too high. So you cannot just put townhouse.
Yes.
It's no longer practical and
So
no
your
more
savings on
viable.
transport
Yeah.
costs, you can use to amortize the unit. No?
Yes.
At the same time, you become closer with your whole family because the 3 to 4 hours that you used to waste
Wait.
every day,
Yeah.
you can use for your
And
family.
you can still teach your children
Yeah.
for their homework.
Same, oftentimes you go home late na, tulog
Then you
ang mga
come
bata.
home at 10 o'clock,
Then you
tulog
leave
na.
very early, tulog pa rin mga bata. You don't ever meet them except on weekends.
Yes, quality of time. This is more important. That's the reason why we decide to focus on vertical development. And that is already my 30 years expertise, Beth.
What are some of the other properties that you have? Yeah.
Now we're going to turn over one property other than CTDs. The name is River Green. It's a mixed use. It's a 2-tower. So we're going to turn over South Tower. River Green is a mixed use wherein there is a commercial downstairs. This is a new thing. When you stay upstairs, you don't have to go around. You go down, there's supermarket, there is the bank, everything is complete downstairs.
Like Hong Kong.
Usually,
Yes,
you,
same.
It's
Same
like Hong
concept.
Kong.
Yes.
usually you
That's the
have a
concept.
Rustan Express, mga ganyan.
Ang
diba?
ganun, mga convenience store,
Yeah,
drugstore,
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven, yeah. Mga convenience
Watson,
store.
ganyan.
Ang dami mong in-advertise.
Yeah.
No, these are the brands
Yes.
of servicing these sectors. No?
So where is that?
That's also beside the River City. We develop it, and now
It's higher end, more higher end than
it's
River City.
a little bit.
A little
So we improve the quality, the specs, and then soon.
Bigger size per unit.
No, the size, the
Six?
smallest is 20 because the concept is like it's a dorm
It's a
It's
for
like a dorm.
for the working class or
So
professionals.
BPO, so what you're attracting BPOs?
Yes, our tenants are mostly employees of BPOs because Santa Ana is in the middle. It's close to Makati, it's in Manila, and it's one ride to BPO, Fort Bonifacio, and Global City, and Ortigas. So
Saka if you are a student of LaSalle, lapit, no?
one ride, Pedro Hill,
Yeah.
one ride. It's close to all the universities. even Malacanang. It's very close.
Saka Santa Ana, medyo maluwag pa siya, no?
Oo.
Saka wala masyadong squatter.
Oo.
That's where the antique church is, ha?
That's the original antique.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Historical church.
And there's a big hospital there by Lucia Tan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alam na alam mo. May location na.
Bibili siya doon.
Ginagamit ko kasing shortcut yan from Manila to Shaw
Yeah.
Boulevard.
Kasi siya yung in the middle of it, dinadaanan na lahat. So that is
So it
our
goes
project.
from like 25 square meters to
20, our studio is 20 square meter, our one bedroom is 30, and our two bedroom
And it's
is
a boom area because
45.
it will be at the crossroad kasi dalawang skyway dyan, may expressway, di ba? Nadaanan siya.
It's exactly at the back of our
Yeah.
property, malapit. Kaya it's very convenient. So yung mga students studying in UST, it's also accessible.
And there are good schools, Paco Catholic School, ganda, no?
The position of our company is to make sure the property that we develop is quality, affordable, but you will be proud to live in it,
Yeah.
and it's accessible for you wherever, for work or for school, and to enjoy near the mall.
So I noticed from Quadrillion, good design, good layout,
Yes.
and may ventilation.
Actually, that is where I first started with a small cut.
Ano,
That is where I
ganda ng
learned.
ventilation. I
This is
noticed.
our strength. We make sure the development that we do is less than 20, so it's less density,
Yeah.
and then high ceiling, well ventilated,
High ceiling, 10 feet, no?
2.7, 2.6 meter.
Yeah.
Ganun ang aming objective. And now, what we add on is we're putting greenery. Kasi nga, that is our
And
objective
you can
now.
cultivate plants, no? On pots.
Almost karamihan, green wall. We're putting
So
green wall.
sustainability is part of your
Yes.
objectives.
Yes. So right now in River Green, you don't have to go out. The 6th floor is like a resort type. It's big swimming pool.
Resort, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will design the lobby like a Bali type, so you don't have to go out and enjoy. So even in that type of budget, you still have a lifestyle.
Bali, may mga fountain, ganyan.
Yes, you still have a lifestyle. Yun ang objective namin.
Lalo na kung call center agent ka, kasi para ka hindi tao dyan, eh. O, di ba?
You need to relax.
Oo, to relax. So, you have to let out.
So when you go back to your place, this is a place where you can relax and enjoy. This is where you could grow, and this is our objective for you
Listen
to grow,
beautiful music.
and good memories for your family.
Yeah.
A place, even though your room is small, but when you go down, there's a big space for you to enjoy.
Yeah. So the differentiating factor for CDC is what? If you were going to say, what does your company stand for in terms of building the properties? What is it
First,
for?
We know our buyers. That's why I have to flew to Middle East myself
Yeah.
to know them better.
Yeah.
Because we don't want our buyer
When you fly to Middle East, how do you develop a connection or a network? May advance party ka, ganyan?
Yeah, I started in Middle East, like Saudi Arabia, in 2006.
Yeah.
I was invited by the ambassador.
Yeah.
So from there,
Our ambassador? O the
no, the
ambassador?
ambassador of Saudi Arabia. So when I went there,
He was a very nice guy, the ambassador.
you know him, right?
He used to give me this parang pasas na malalaki. Anong tawag doon?
dates. So when I first visited Saudi Arabia, I was surprised. There are around more than 200 greeted me, OFWs. I was
200?
shocked. Yeah,
1,000?
200 people.
200?
Saudi.
This is a meeting?
Yeah, sa meeting, mga OFW, Filipinos.
Short notice yan.
Short notice. I was surprised. And then, what they want is to listen to update them. Kasi noon, hindi pa masyadong update yung Facebook, etc.
Yeah.
So, when I told them that there is a chance for them to own a house by having tie-up, at that time, 2006, I was having difficult to introduce real estate investment in the Philippines. You cannot introduce anything yet.
To them?
Even vertical, you cannot. It's only like their mentality is
House and lot.
to
House
buy
and lot.
house in their barangay,
Yeah.
in their own
Galing sila
barangay.
sa probinsya, no? Oh,
Correct.
yeah.
Ngayon, I teach them how to invest in condominium because if they're there and they still have to wait until they come home,
Yeah.
it's too late for them because their income cannot catch up with the cost of the property.
Yes.
So also I encourage them that they can buy condominium, and it's our concept lease to own. By leasing it, it's like your business. Leasing. Instead of buying all their money in gadgets, especially in Dubai, they're all updated. They always change their gadget every year. Magastos sila.
Wala silang magawa, you know.
Oh, they don't save. But because of this, you will be forced to let them save. Yun. So that's the reason why we teach them financial freedom during our roadshow. It's not only selling. We also share with them how to save money.
You have to educate them.
Yes.
But what are some of the common questions that they ask?
The common question is what the government, usually they're asking for their medical, because I think,
Benefits nila.
yes, they don't have that benefits in Middle East. I think I should encourage our government to protect our OFW, to have, I think PhilHealth has started it, to have that PhilHealth to protect them and their families.
So they are looking what happens after they don't have that job anymore.
No, even right now,
Yeah.
they're not protected. So this is one.
While they're there, they
While
lack
they're
protection,
working,
yeah.
especially their family. So what we do in our condominium right now, when we're selling, we encourage them also to pay the MRI insurance, because we have how many
Mortgage
cases
redemption.
already? More than a dozen cases wherein my buyer bought, and then suddenly they paid
Namatay.
only namatay halfway. They
yeah.
only paid 4 or 5 months.
So
and then
maririmata yun.
maririmata. So, but because of this MRI insurance, automatic their loan is paid off.
Pero MRI adds cost, di ba?
There's
2 monthly.
oh, but there's a joke nga. The widow lumapit sa amin.
Mas
Kasi
magaling
nga,
mamatay kasi makaka-asset na siya.
hindi, binigay na sa kanya yung yung condominium. But the problem is, hindi kasama yung transfer cost. To transfer the title, sabi niya, bakit hindi pa sinama ng asawa ko yung transfer cost?
Medyo
But the
mahal
good
din
thing,
yan.
they own the condominium. Imagine, they become an instant millionaire. They own the almost 1 million
right.
property.
Okay, we're going to continue this discussion. We'll be right back. You're watching BizNews.
Elsie, what are your other projects and how unique are they compared with the competitors?
First, as I share with Beth, with
Yan
our
yung River
buyers,
City.
we have the new upcoming project in Mandaluyong, but I will not specifically say the location. The name is River Park. It will be 4 towers. What the unique of is, because the problem in Mandaluyong is
Flooding.
hindi, ours is higher level, is the parking. The
Yeah,
neighbors have no
Yes,
parking.
yeah.
So what I'm gonna do, I will introduce a public parking in my development.
Public parking.
Yes.
Ang hirap i-manage siya.
And putting greening since
But outside the tower.
yeah, we can manage
You
to
will
do
have 4
something.
towers. How big is that? The
It's
area?
around 7,000 plus.
That's
Around
near Makati.
7,000 for
Near
yes,
Makati.
it's across
The bridge.
Rockwell.
Okay. Katabi ng Century. Katabi ng Century. Katabi nung kay DMCI.
No comment.
But there's going to be 4 towers.
4
7,000 square meters.
7,500.
Di ba may flooding problem doon?
But
Elsie?
ours is on a higher level ground. But it's really
has
across the
started.
river.
4 towers, how many units?
It's around 30-story.
Taas din
Yeah.
Because we're going to create public parking. Siguro
Yeah.
5 floors
I
podium.
see. Yeah.
Because
Although
na,
compared with Century, which is about 60 stories, mas maganda yun sa'yo.
para hindi high dense. But
It
the most
faces the river.
Yeah.
the most important, you will help your neighbor. Because
Yes.
the problem there, the traffic, because they park in the
Yes,
street.
that's right.
Right?
Nakakainis nga doon. Yes.
So what I'm gonna do, I'll introduce a public parking so that my neighbor will be free of those cars.
Yeah.
And then
It
I
has
will,
started out. I mean,
not
when
yet.
are you going to...
I'm gonna start soon by
What is
May.
the land footprint?
The total land area is
2,000
around
din.
7,500.
Laki, ah.
Almost 8,000. Kaya
Yeah,
2,000 per
yeah,
footprint.
Yeah.
So it's a mixed-use development, but it will cater again to the millennials. Yan yung we're
Young
targeting.
people.
Yes.
So,
Young people
starting
up
from
to
20 square meters
To 30.
30.
30.
Yes. And for 2-bedroom, they just combine the 20 to become 42 or 45.
Yes. Mixed
Babagsak
use.
mo ang presyo ng Century sa Rockwell.
Oo. Kasi ang laki.
Diba? No? Rockwell.
Only, you know how much?
Kasi you can-
12,000 pesos per month.
Oh
Magkano
my
per
goodness.
square
Own it.
Magkano per square meter yan?
Mura lang.
Kasi Rockwell, 170, di ba?
Kaya our studio would be around 12,000.
12,000 pesos
month.
per...
Actually, it's only
Per month.
10,000. 9,600, less than 10,000.
How many square meter?
That's 20.
20.
And
malaki
then
din,
our one bedroom is
Yung
13,375,
studio.
and our two bedroom would be 16,000. So when you own it,
16,000.
it's like you're leasing your own apartment,
Yeah.
but it's yours.
Yeah.
It's yours.
And you can walk to Makati, di ba?
Yes, you can
Through
cross
the
the
bridge.
bridge
Through the
and
bridge.
look at your neighbor. How much is the property there? And it's your neighbor. Imagine that.
There's a very strong ecosystem dyan, yung kalye doon.
Yeah.
There are 3 public markets. Many of them operate up to late in the evening. Tapos may mga 24-hour na chicken, mga ganyan, di ba?
Maganda. Maganda position ng Mandaluyong because your neighbor is Ortigas, you're across the richest town of Rockwell, and I can attract the
Very near
call
Pioneer.
centers of
Very near Pioneer.
Fort Bonifacio.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
yun. So we're all excited with this. And then the next upcoming will be in Pasay. So we're going to
Pasay?
Yes.
Di
We're
bang
going to
Dolodon?
open Dormitel. This is a new
Dormitel.
concept as well.
What's that?
On Bendia and the extension.
Dormitory, that's a hotel.
Yes, it will be professionally managed so that we can protect, we'll separate the
Ay, sa may mga,
female and the
mga
male.
Mabini Street, gano'n.
Oh my gosh, it is so
Harrison.
needed there.
Yes,
It
near
is
Lasal.
so needed.
Lasal.
Near Lasal.
Pasay na ba yung Lasal? Di ba
Pasay.
Manila pa yun?
Hindi, we're in the border of,
Atas Dito Cruz.
yes.
Dito Cruz. Ganda
Stop
location.
point.
So who's going to be managing this dormitory? Is there such an animal right now, or you're
Yeah,
the first
we're
one?
also
Very-
doing it.
That's
We're
very
also-
nice location, Elsie.
We're
Very
doing-
near Rizal
we're
Memorial
doing-
Park. Ganyan. Oh.
We're doing property management since 1996. And whenever Ascot was there, we're their admin.
Yeah.
So we're used to handle
How do
properties.
you develop the expertise for this thing?
By learning and by having good people around you. This is more important, and you inspires them.
Pero siyempre, it requires your kind of strength, entrepreneurship, no? You're gutsy,
Yes.
intelligent, and
First-
know your way around with people.
Yes. First, you must be hardworking person, and as I said, continuously learning as well. But the most important, I think, you have to inspire your team.
Inspire team. How many people do you have under you?
With Melawares, we started with 8 people.
Sa Melaware.
Yeah, 8 people. Now,
Melaware is the melamine,
the manufacturing.
the plates,
The plates. We're now the leading food service, as I said earlier, but we have around maybe more than 600, and then on my own, I have agents.
600? Ang
Labor.
factory mo?
Factory.
Why, you make sales of 2 billion? Oo, di ba? Di ba?
Siguro
Sort of.
volume na lang.
Volume na lang.
Kasi it takes about, LC, 4 million to create one job, from my experience. So if you have 600, you might have sales
And
of
then,
2
yes,
billion a year.
with our real estate, we have how many properties managing.
Yeah.
So we have how many laborers there. Plus, I have agent around in-house, 150, but my net worth,
150 ang agents mo?
yeah, but my net worth is more than 3,000 to 5,000 all over the world. We have our office in Japan, all over Middle East, Saudi. I'm a resident of Dubai, whatever.
But what is the brand that you carry?
The brand, it's
For the
CDC.
property.
CDC.
As,
But before, I was not really known. We're very low-key because all the properties I built, I only introduced the building brand.
yeah,
But now, 10 years ago, we consolidate.
CDC.
Yes.
CDC.
Yes. Kaya, yun. So, we're looking forward for
Bali,
more
mga
buildings.
projects mo better quality than In God We Trust. Si In God
I can,
We Trust.
I can assure you the... Talagang Tony, I can assure you the property that I built, other than it's affordable, the price is really lower,
Yeah.
lower than my competitor. It's the quality is really good because we purchase it directly. That's why we can bring down the price. This is our strength as well.
You purchase all the
Materials.
materials.
And we bring
Cement,
in.
steel bar.
Yeah, everything. And we bring in the materials as well. the
Import-
doors, the
imported ang
tiles.
mga materials mo.
Yes.
Imported.
And the kitchen.
That means maganda yung standard.
Yes, even the kitchen.
Good strength ng doors.
Yes,
Kasi
ibang
some,
klase.
some doors are like styrofoam eh.
No, my doors is 2-hour fire rated.
Ato, fire hour.
Pag-
That means solid.
Solid.
Hindi siya MBF.
Yes. So this is the strength of the company, the quality. But the
Do
challenge.
you do land banking also?
Yeah, we do
Because
also.
the locations of your properties are pretty good. They're prime, and they're besides some other primer
Neighbors.
more costly neighbors.
Yes.
Mga
Yes.
plumbing mo maganda rin. No?
Yes.
Kasi if you import your doors, malalaking doors yan.
I import all the plumbing.
Anong width ng mga doors mo? 36 inches?
Yeah, the regular one. 2.1 ang height and
Oo.
regular. Yeah, 8.
Tapos hindi madali matanggal yung doorknob, no?
Hindi.
Kasi kung matibay.
Kasi our policy, our philosophy is, it's not the cheapest, but
Yeah.
whichever is the quality.
value for money.
Value for your money. This is
Yeah,
our position.
value for money.
So that's why our position for our buyers, we take them as our partners. So siyempre, if you consider them as partner,
How much is
you
your
make sure
construction cost
they
per,
make money as well.
per square meter, Elsie? 50,000?
Ang alin?
Pag high-end, condominium?
High-end, pwedeng hindi ko nasagutin. This is our
Secret.
trade secret.
Okay.
Because
But
the
on
reason
the
why
average, what would it be on the average?
From
If you're
20,
going to-
from
I-
15 to 15.
I think on average right now, if it's high-end, should be 35,000.
35 per square.
35,000.
Pag 50
Building
pa
lang
hotel,
yun,
ah.
ha?
Building pa
Just
lang yun.
building.
Without
Wala pang
including
interior, ah. Wala
not finished.
nothing.
The
Not
finishing.
fitting,
Yeah.
No finishing yet.
No finishing. Okay, all right. We're going to cut a short break. You're watching BizNews. We'll be right back. Welcome back. So, Elsie, what are the challenges and opportunities
Okay.
in your space?
For a small player like us,
Small
because we're
player
not-
ka ba? Ang dami mong buildings.
we're not public
You
listed.
have had
So,
about, what, 8 buildings, no?
more.
More
I have
pa, oh.
more. Siguro
And
more
2
than-
subdivisions?
More.
More pa.
I've been in the industry for 30 years. So the challenges here is, one is the financing of the project because we're not listed. So
Yeah.
okay. Number 2, the most problem is getting the skilled worker or the right contractors.
Yeah.
This is now the challenge in the
There's a
industry.
shortage of
Shortage.
Or right contractors.
Yes.
That's the key to quality, no?
Yes. So that's why
So how do you
I
get them?
develop.
You bid? Paano yun? How
That's
do you
why I
get them?
develop small player now to be with my team. To
Kasi I know a developer got the wrong elevators. Ang
that's
laking
another
problema,
challenge.
oh.
That's
my
another
goodness.
challenge.
Wrong elevator.
Because of that elevator problem I have in the
Yeah.
past year. So I went to Tokyo and talked to my partner. I become automatic a
Yeah.
partner. I convinced him to come to invest in the Philippines to put up servicing elevators. That's why I am his partner and he's the one servicing my elevator.
Kano
now.
ba isang elevator ngayon? 10?
Average 3.5 million.
3.5?
I think aabot ng 5 million.
Dati 1 million lang yan, di ba?
1.5.
1.5.
So that's a good thing with my property.
Nice
even
elevators.
even
High speed.
even though 20 lang, 20 or like in CMO, where only 96 units, but I gave them 3 elevators.
Ang galing yan.
Wow.
That means you have very little
That's
downtime
important, you know,
or
once you're
waiting
living
time.
there. It's true.
Yun ang
It's so
importante. Importante yan, yung access mo.
Kailan mabilis.
So financing, challenges are financing for you.
Financing.
So you get a lot of who will be the ones that would be investing? If
The-
you can't get from the
No, we can tap because we have already our credibility with the bank. So we tap our banks, but it will cost you because the
That's
interest
right,
cost. So
yeah.
what I'm worried about is the cost, the rising cost of the rates. Yeah, but with the support of like Pag-ibig, but what we did is securitization as well.
Yeah.
That's why what we have to do is really to sell.
That's
But
right.
the difference between before and now, before you can have deferred cash payment from them. Now, the trend is people are just paying 10%. So you cannot build your building with your 10%.
That's correct.
Ah, ganun, 10% down?
Yes.
10%
Maliit.
down?
And staggered pa yun. Over 24
That's the
months, 30
trend
months.
now.
That's
Yung
the trend now.
10%?
Oh.
But there are some developer don't get down payment. They just have the reservation, let them sign in. Because they're big.
20,000 reservation fee, oh. You
No,
can move
5,000,
in.
5,000.
5,000 pwede
You can
na?
move in.
Ah.
That's what they do.
And
5,000 lang,
with
they
five-
move in.
It's a
With
little risky.
5,000, they save
I know
already.
it's too risky, but
It's a
they
little
can
risky.
afford it because they're
They
big.
say he's already paying 5,000 for boarding around. Eh.
So what they did is they have tenants. Parang lumalabas, they have tenants. At least they have tenants rather than making the units empty.
You create activity.
Correct.
Create activity. Kasi
That's the challenge now.
That tenant, maghahanap siya ng water supply, di ba? Plumbing, to repair the fixtures, di ba? Electrician, dahil kung ano pakakabit niya eh. Pintura, di ba?
Alam na alam ni Tony.
So what are some of the opportunities naman?
Opportunities naman because of one, we are a young population, 23 years old.
Yes.
So as long as the growing population is here, even the BPO is already exceeding
Young and
more.
middle class, no?
Yes, that's the
23
opportunity.
years ang average Filipino.
This is the
And he will
opportunity.
live for the next 70 years.
That's why there is no glut for this because we are a growing population and the young millennials, as long as the government haven't yet set the transport problem, still there's a need of this.
Saka sa housing, once na nag-down payment niya, hindi binibitawan kasi
Di na.
ang laking kahiyaan yan eh.
Di na.
It's one of the biggest motivators for a family man, di ba?
Yeah. Sa amin, our
To get
experience,
rid of the mother-in-law.
our experience, less than 3% default lang.
Ayan, it's very
For
good.
us,
it's very good.
because we know our buyers. Because if we knew the buyer cannot be qualified at the onset, we would tell them, please don't continue. We're not there for you to get your reservation. Yun. We clear out our buyers. So I think the opportunity is still big and the demand is still bullish because of they need to work close to their work, close to their school, yun. And the convenient and the time they can spend and they can rest and
Yeah.
relax.
And it's a good, and it's
So
a good investment.
Elsie, if you are millennial, middle class, young, yappy, and OFW, you're looking for a good unit, look for CDC Holdings.
Yes, of course. You can
Yeah.
call CDC Holdings. We are in Facebook. Our phone number.
Sige, announce mo. Sige.
I don't know the number. Wait.
Yeah.
Maybe you can just go to the
you
Facebook,
can go,
CDC
yes.
Residences Inc. or CDC Holdings.
Yes.
We are in Facebook, Twitter.
You have a very good track record, more than 30 years.
We are.
Yeah.
We've been there.
Yeah.
And I wish, because my passion is building for them,
Yeah.
and I wish I can build more for them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Pero congratulations, ha? You have done a lot. You have gone very far.
Yeah.
And still look very young.
Thank you.
And relaxed.
But you
And a
know,
good female entrepreneur also.
yes,
so
a
it's
female
good,
entrepreneur.
yes.
One thing, I'm self-made, Beth. So
Yeah.
there's so many challenge. The most important is, as I've learned as well from others, you have to learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
Once nadapa ka, you should know how to stand up and move on.
Yeah.
Build your team. This is more important.
Yeah.
And that's a
you.
great, very good
Si
lesson
Jesus
for all
Christ na
entrepreneurs.
Holy Week eh. Ilang beses na dapa. But at the end of the day, kika nga, He saved mankind. No? Diba?
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Diba?
Amen.
All right. You watch another episode of BizNews. I'm Elizabeth Lee together with Tony Lopez. See us every Monday at 8 p.m. We'll see you again next week. Have a good night. God bless. Thanks for watching.